Welcome to Shades of Spirit with me, Psychic Medium Jaime.
And me, Spiritwalker Nicole, making sacred connections, bringing a shade of spirit to you.
In this live call-in variety show, we are going to take the fear out of spirit communications. We talk about all things spirit-related, as we connect you with your crossed-over loved ones, angels, and guides. We will provide useful tips for developing your own psychic and healing abilities to integrate these techniques into your everyday life and have fun in the process.
Because if it ain't fun, we're done. Shades of Spirit starts now.
Are you sure?
We're good.
All righty then. Hey, everybody. Shades of Spirit here. I am Psychic Medium Jaime. Who are you?
Oh, I'm LaShawn, the Luminous Mystic.
And
Spiritwalker Nicole.
we are here for our celebration of the holidays.
Yeah.
If you have not noticed, we are celebrating, and no, LaShawn is not drunk. She actually created this sober. Ta-da!
Did it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Woo!
It's a mystery.
I know. But you know what? This is one of our favorite times of year.
Yeah.
Primarily just to connect, right? It does bring a focus, whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is, or maybe you don't celebrate at all, and that's also fine. You do notice that a lot of people get together and they gather, right? They come together and they just want to sit around, the fire and the Yule log and, I don't know, what do they eat? Those walnuts or whatever. Chestnuts roasting by the open fire. I don't own the rights to that music. But it's about a time of bringing people together. And this is actually the first year to where we've brought people that are outside of the family in for Christmas.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute, what do you mean?
It's always been our
Just
little
the
family. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so now we've got LaShawn the Luminous Mystic and our little friend Diane, little friend. I just didn't mean that, Diane. I'm sorry. But once we find out that our friends are kind of at home, and some people are great being home for the holidays, but also knowing that you guys have family elsewhere and other states, and being able to just come together, right, and share a meal. And we do that anyway.
Yeah.
But during this time of year, for those of us that do celebrate, it becomes a little bit, we start to feel kind of lonely.
Yeah.
Especially when people are living in other states or people that have passed.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe we're estranged from someone in our family.
Yeah.
And all of these things kind of just start to mount. So when we did our last show, we talked about how tough it was during this time, and how our mental health starts to kind of diminish at times because it's expected certain things with us. There's definitely a higher numbers in relapses for addictions as well. And a lot of people they either just go inward and they just can't wait for the holidays to be over so they can move on with their life. Well, you know what? If you can come together with a group, if you can just go watch a movie, do something to get out and really bring your energy back up, we're going to be able to be in a space of supporting one another and ask for help, right? That's the biggest part.
Yeah.
We obviously, with what we do, are more focused on the people that have passed and your spirit guides and angels, and making that connection and being able to kind of pass that along. I love it.
You know what?
I love what we do.
Oh, yeah,
right?
absolutely. Hands down. I do too. I really do. And, for me, Christmas is one of those time of years. It's my favorite time of year. I love everything about Christmas. I love the people. I love the decorations. I love the Christmas songs. But it's also a time where I miss my grandmother the absolute most. It's only me and my husband here. So I have all my grandkids are in the Midwest, my mom. So yeah, it's really something.
It's to be tough.
Yeah.
What about you, Spiritwalker Nicole? What do you like about the holidays? What connections do you make in the angelic realm? Like, how does that work for you?
I like the commercials.
The commercials.
Yeah. No, Christmas, like holiday commercials, they step up their game. And I like it how in December, well, usually now it's like in late September.
Yeah, we haven't even hit Halloween.
Like, December is when you should start seeing all the Christmas movies come out and the lights and all that. It's like, I like the whole thing. I like the commercials, the movies, the people are nicer to each other for some reason.
Yeah.
And then they reach out and even, in working environments, you kind of, you come together a little bit more than you do.
Yeah.
And so I like the whole thing. I like it all.
She likes the
I
whole.
love the commercials too, by the way. However, since I was a teenager, I think the commercials have really slacked. I used to love the Coca-Cola commercials.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes, but go watch that. I think it's a Chevrolet commercial that they just released.
Oh, no.
Dude.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
you don't like it or you
No,
like
it's
it?
it's like the most emotional
Yeah.
like commercial that they've done. They did a very good job of it. But what's
okay.
cool about it is that they bring the whole focus to a past loved one.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you can Google it or YouTube it because it's out there.
Chevron.
It's a Chevron. Yep. And it's this gentleman.
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
Oh, Chevrolet.
Chevron's
Okay,
where you get
okay.
gas for the Chevrolet.
The car,
The car.
Chevrolet, the car.
Right.
Okay, got it.
But he goes out with a new wreath, what I would almost think like every week through the holiday season on what looks like a barn, right? And then finally he opens up the barn and he goes in and it's this really old car. And he goes and sits in the car and all of a sudden he has a picture of what you would assume to be his wife when she was younger. And you start to feel the emotion. Well, the daughter notices that and she decides to go to it looks like a small town, and ask some of his buddies to help fix that car. And so it ends up being to where this is what makes me emotional now thinking about it, where she drives up and he's got like, oh no, he puts a wreath on and opens the door like he normally does. And there's the car. And so he pulls it out and he gets her picture out and it's in a frame. And it was just this connection between a father and daughter in this moment of a great loss, obviously, to them.
Yeah.
Right. And so many of us do go through that, which is just, tough to watch that commercial because we all feel that on some level from someone we've lost.
Yeah.
So tonight, you guys, it hits the heartstrings. Yep, Stephanie, it hits the heartstrings. That is for sure. So tonight what we want to do is it's a short show, right? We only are doing half an hour shows, which is why you can find us on Shades of Spirit LLC directly after this. We're going right into a Facebook Live to be able to give some more comprehensive readings. But you guys have got to let us know that you want a card. Jessica's behind the scenes today, so she's going to be reading comments on both pages and putting in the chat box people that would like a card reading, and we'll see who else comes through. Now, obviously in 20 minutes, this is like the rapid fire here, guys. So if you see someone that you want to connect with, Jazzy, you need to be watching the radio show, not calling your mom.
Like seriously, how every single time, right?
She has an impeccable timing. Her daughter.
Over it.
Yeah, her daughter. So yeah, let us know so Jessica can start typing. Apparently there is a 5-alarm fire going on here for her. I am going to do a Moonology card for Stephanie. If you guys want an angel card or you'd like to connect with your spirit team, let us know. Spiritwalker Nicole can start pulling cards for you and connecting. So you guys have got to let us know though. Let's see.
There's hopefully I don't catch on fire.
Hopefully we don't catch on fire from this amazing shirt.
We have a fire extinguisher. I'm just saying, it's
just
getting a little hot up in here.
Water. Just
Stephanie got the house.
She got what?
The house.
woo! So Stephanie is a client of ours. We won't give away all of her information, but we did go through and I tuned in to see kind of what I was feeling vibe-wise on a house they were looking at buying. And this is now like the 3rd, 4th, or 5th time that I've actually been able to tune in and the owners were able to purchase the home that I had seen and drawn. So I love it. Yeah, Jazzy Bear, knock it off. Now Jazzy Bear's paying attention. Everybody give her a hard time. Hello, we're working.
I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. So, LaShawn, do you want Ann Sanders would love a card?
Oh,
pull?
okay.
Okay. And who are you taking over there, Spiritwalker Nicole?
Let me look through the thing. I'll do Rebecca.
Rebecca. So you got Spiritwalker Nicole. So right now I got Stephanie. What fell out just talking about the house and your connection is out of the Moonology manifestation deck, which I love. Thank you, LaShawn.
Yeah, oh, you're really welcome.
She got that for us. Cool your emotions. Okay. And it is the full moon in Aries. So you've got, look at that. It's just a very powerful card. Obviously cooling your emotions is going to be about this new step and endeavor you guys are making. And I do feel like there's probably a little bit of back over here, not chickens. Okay. Because moving is a stressful time, right? Spiritwalker Nicole.
What? What do you mean?
I
don't know.
Yeah. So it's always a joke when people are like, oh, I can't believe that we all moved and we've all survived, or somebody isn't just left, in the old house because you weren't coming with us. So right now it's cooling your emotions. It's reminding you to center. I want you to get around water, right? So I know where you live now, there's no water. Well, maybe there is. Find something, even if it's a bath. But what they're showing me is the water, the blues to kind of cool it down. So I do feel like you are very much on fire. And that's okay because you got a lot to do, but reel in those emotions, because then we are also compounding the holiday along with you getting ready to move and pack and all of these life-changing experiences, along with just working through the family dynamic of the move and who's ready to go and who doesn't want to go. And that weighs a lot on you. So you need to work on some self-care, cooling these emotions, because what's going to happen when you get there for 2022 is going to be absolutely amazing. And you're actually, what they're saying is going to take your space back. And that's for you personally, taking your space back. I do want you to close the doors to that house when you're done, be the last one to leave that house when you're done, and to find that closure within that space as well. I'll leave you with that. All right. Who do you got there?
I have Anne.
Anne. All right.
Yeah. So the deck that I don't even know the name of this deck, to be honest with you. Oh well. Anywho,
The deck you're holding, the book in your hand.
Oh yeah, this one. Right.
Woo! We just got started, guys. Oh my gosh.
It's the Seasons of the Witch, Yule Oracle, and it's surrounding basically around Christmas time. I like this author because a lot of her decks are surrounded by the different seasons and the different holidays. And the card that I pulled for you is the Cold Moon card. Okay, can we see that? There you go. And what it says at the bottom of the card is take with thy the dearest of moments, release me for their tongue, and nourish me with light. Ah, good grief. Okay. I think this is going to happen a lot today too. I know.
Did you just take the hat out?
It just fell off.
Woo, I love it. All right.
Sorry, y'all.
Woo!
Halfway getting loose here. So basically what this card is talking about is letting go what does not serve you, what does not serve your highest best. And the cool part about it is with this particular card, the cold moon happens in December. Okay. It is a full moon that occurs in December. It says, like a full moon, it represents illumination and brings clarity to things that have remained hidden. Having full understanding of your situation allows you to release what has held you back and see resources you may have missed otherwise, okay? And so that's what I say, because I think by it being the end of the year, going into the new year, there's gonna probably be a lot of this today anyway, and being so close to the new year, it's about out with the old, in with the new. It is about, remove, I love that saying, and I ain't said it in a long time, y'all, so I'm uber excited about this. Like, when you remove, you make room. Period, bottom line, point blank.
Dude,
okay,
it's a shirt right there. All of it on a shirt, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, no, it's true. Because when we remove things, it does not serve our highest best. But listen, you guys, when you're in that process, you have to take a really, really good look at yourself. And sometimes that can be very hard. But you need to know what it is that you really, really want and what it is that you really need, so that you can take it and sort these things out so that you're able to move forward. Does that make any sense? So bringing out 2021 with a bang, releasing, letting stuff go, anything that has been said to you that is not of love and light, release it. Okay. And for you to speak love and light and put that out there, release that. Tell them how, release that.
Release it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Are you dropping the mic?
I'm dropping a mic.
All right. We're going to pass it over. Oh, we're going to toss it over to you, Spiritwalker Nicole. And then I want to tell you guys, Claudia, you're up. Why don't you do Annette Jennings?
Oh, I'm doing all the A's today? Okay.
Apparently so.
And
then you'll do Sand Gill. I think we've got 15 minutes. We can knock out 3 more. And then just jump over to Facebook, Shades of Spirit LLC, where we're going to do more readings, more connections, our little fun game, all of that stuff. So you have Rebecca, Angel of Past Issues.
Yep, this is my favorite deck, and I've actually never pulled this card, so that made me laugh. And Rebecca, I don't even know if I need to give you the reading. That card pretty much says it all. But if that angel wants you to release the past issues that you've been holding on to, it's time to let go of negative thought patterns and welcome new thoughts and new energy into your life. Don't focus on the things you can't change and or people.
That's true though. Once again,
Yep.
we see how that just works.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, this is what it's all about.
The
man.
next person I got a release card.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Rebecca, I know, we've had a reading and I know your situation. So all I'm going to say is it's not just me saying it, like your team is reaching out. They're letting you know it's time to let go of your stuff and focus on the new. Like 2022 is coming, and that's a good time to really evaluate everything you have going and then find out what's working, what's not, and then move for your highest and best, move on into that future. And then, as LaShawn just said, make room for the good stuff, because if you have stuff that's not for your highest and best, it's clogging up your space.
Clogging up
I'll
your
leave
space.
you with that.
Don't be a clog.
Don't be. Nobody likes to be clogged.
No clogs.
Nope.
That's not comfortable. And on that note, I'm moving into Claudia. So remember, if we don't get to you right now, you can join us right after this on Shades of Spirit LLC for our ugly sweater contesty type of thing we're doing with
We
y'all
already
and
know who
readings.
won. I'm just saying.
I might have to just give it to you because it's amazing right now. I do have a llama. So I got the llama. I don't know. She's over here doing it up. So Claudia. All right. Claudia. We need an appointment with her, by the way, guys. Real soon.
Yeah.
Maybe
Please.
before the new year, actually. Yeah,
I'm
hopefully you're
down.
not
Let's
going on
do it.
vacation. Claudia, you guys was on, I believe it was Eye of Soul Radio with me. And she actually just did our Release 2021 workshop. She is an intuitive massage therapist. She's
Yes.
absolutely amazing. So Claudia.
She's going viral, so you better book while you can.
Yes, she really is. Claudia, put your information in on where they can find you. She's up in Temecula, but does service a very broad area. She comes here and hangs out with us and actually does a lot of body work on us as well, and is absolutely amazing, which explains these cards too, because it's all about release, right? So it's keep your heart open to actually fill out of the Moonology manifestation now, right? Yes, happy belated winter solstice. And then we just are coming out of this full moon. This energy has been intense. I even texted these two and said, wow, anybody else feel this today? So keep your heart open. And this is a beautiful card of her just standing there in that silhouette and her hands open, and she's keeping her heart open. And to back that is releasing your blocks. And I know that you have been working a lot on releasing that energy about moving forward, about starting fresh, about being very open and honest and raw with yourself and others. And it's a lesson we can all take. But you take everything from your clients and you bring that energy in. And so what they are showing is that I know you know how to shield, but you're still letting some of this energy get through.
Yeah.
And it's all these little pieces. And I really want you to really just, I'm going to use the word really about 16 more times with you. Really, really, really focus on you and clearing some of this out, because I'm feeling a bit of this edginess and I'm feeling this back pain in my mid back, but it's more along the spine on my left side. Mid back. I'm going to pull you, except I don't know all these meridians. And so they want you to dive into what does that mean? Because it actually comes all the way through. It's like your chakra for your solar plexus is moved over to the side, and it needs to kind of come back into that center, because as you're figuring out who you are and where you're going, there's something that's, I want you to move forward. I don't know what it is. It's like a halt right now, or a stall for 2022, but they're actually telling me for you to go with the next idea. It's going to take some time, but before summer, that's going to also evolve with you in your practice. And I will leave you with that.
Wow. That's deep.
Deep.
It is. But so I got Annette Jenny.
Yep.
Don't just pinch
Well,
me.
she just threw your stuff on the floor. So thanks for coming. And next time she'll get you.
Annette Jenny's, I have you. Okay. Whew. So the card that I pulled for you is ringing the bells. And what it says is card number 30, ring thy bell to cast them out. Ring thy bell and dance about. Swirl the sound amidst the winds. Now where to hide, for all things will ring. Okay.
Okay,
I like the, oh yeah, okay.
It's like a little poem.
Yeah, it is. Which is pretty awesome. But guess what it really talks about?
Ring thy bells to cast them out. Ring thy bell and dance about. Swirl the sounds amidst the winds. Nowhere to hide, for all will ring. Love
Release
it.
it.
Release it.
Release it. I'm
Woo!
telling y'all, this is going to be the theme. And here's the crazier part about that is I decided to pull a card from the tarot deck for you, and it was the devil card. Okay.
Oh,
People see this and they're just like they freak out about it.
I love the devil card.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it. It's not always.
Of course, it's a little creepy. But
well, yeah,
but
yet it's kind of hot. Look at those ass.
This is a whole other thing.
Right.
But Annette is very intuitive, and she's very much in tune with this world.
Okay,
so that's not
good.
going to be a scary card for her.
Okay.
At all.
Okay, well that's good because what we're talking about is letting people go as well as things once again that does not serve your highest best. Okay, what it says is ringing the bells because something is distressing you in your life and you are being called to banish it. It could be a person or object or even a place. What comes to mind first that is bothering you will be the cause. Perhaps you're holding on to something from a past relationship or that makes you sad, or it could be a friend. So, once again, it's talking about releasing, letting people go. Once you remove, you make room. Can I talk about that for a hot second?
Yes.
When you remove, you make room. I don't know if people really understand what that means. It's like when you let things go, you allow room because it's like the clutter you talked about. It's being, well, excuse me, Spiritwalker Nicole, the clog. Okay. Is
Drano.
we hold on to stuff and we hold on to people for the simple fact is because they're familiar to us. And not only that, but we realize that it's going to be a whirlwind or they're going to be trouble, but it's familiar trouble. You understand? Opposed to starting new with somebody else and not knowing. And so at the end of the day, it's like when you take it and you remove that, you allow the new blessings to come in. You allow these new people to come in, and these people, I wrote down, your energy takes a hit when you are surrounded by low vibrational companies.
Yeah,
that's true, right? Because we want and we need to be around people who are like us. Okay, that is a real thing. What is it? The birds of the feathers flock together situation. Don't be that bird that's are you on a net still? Yeah, I'm on a net. Okay, but wait a minute, real quick. Okay, but the devil though. Bye, Felicia is what it says. Okay. And once again, this talks about a situation in a relationship that is demanding too much. We're talking about your energy vampires. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it with that. Let it go. Start being you, but she's already, her.
Yeah,
she's already a positive person.
She is. Annette, just join us for the Facebook Live and you can go into more if you have a question.
Okay, so, there we have it. Okay, let's go. What, she got a question?
No, you're good to go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She can think about it and then join us.
Yeah.
All right, who you got over here?
Sandgill.
So
you got the balance card. All
Oh,
right.
boy.
So, but basically the team is like, look, whatever this situation is that's weighing you down and causing you some problems, you've got to put yourself above it. So you can see it from all sides, but it's particularly above it. So you can see it from absolutely that perspective, look at the whole thing. And you have to take yourself out of it, if only for a few minutes, to really look at it. If it's too immersed in it, sometimes you lose perspective. So they're definitely showing you above it and looking at it. And then the balance part, that comes with the all perspective. And then like today, I heard a phrase and I've heard it a million times before, but for some reason it struck me as funny and poignant as well. Somebody was freaking out. And then one of her friends just looked at her and is like, calm your tits. And I think that that's helpful in that it makes you, when you hear something like that, it makes you laugh.
Yes.
But it just kind of pops you out of that serious. It's just about calm and balance, and don't take everything so seriously. Just relax and have a good time.
Wow.
I like that.
And on that note, you want to pull an angel card for Heather Colby?
Yep.
We're on a roll, ladies. But you guys, again, you can come back Facebook Live right after this. Facebook is Shades of Spirit LLC for that. Annette Jennings, I'm just going to tell you this, and then you can always, I know you'll jump on, or sorry, Mary Ann Benson, you can jump back on with us, but I did want to pull a card for you right now. It says, shout out to the heavens with happiness and embracing enthusiasm. So finding something you like, they're talking about laughter. The butterflies represent the transformation. The white coming from their hand is about the continuous healing that you're doing and doing for others, and to really start to acknowledge that within yourself. And then I've got Terry Stripling. I'm sorry if I said your last name wrong, as well. And Terry, what was interesting is I would love for you to jump over. I know you're on Transformation Talk Radio right now, so welcome. I don't know if you've watched us before, but jump over to Shades of Spirit LLC, because you got a lot of information coming in. But right now it's talking about great sadness will heal over time. Let going of the past. Personal growth comes from challenges. Healing misunderstandings, being there for those in need. And what happens when you're there for those in need is that you allow yourself to give that energy out, and you're not getting it back. So they're talking about your inner circle and some family members as well. And it's time to start moving forward and letting them find their own path as well, but starting to heal that within yourself. We've got 3 minutes, ladies. So I'm going to leave you with that. Again, we're doing more readings after this. The half an hour goes fast.
Holy crap.
So Terry, join us over there. I've got some more for you if you want. All
Okay,
right.
I have Annette Jennings. Annette Jennings, the card that I pulled for you.
You already did Annette.
I'm sorry, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Ellie, right? I'm sorry.
L, Jacqueline
Okay, L. Okay, so the card that I pulled for you is the unknown. What it says is, think on it and you will stumble, for the heart is a ghost upon the unknown. Let it bleed into the depths, bearing nothing but desire. The reason why that you got this card is it's telling you to step, now is the time for you to step into your creativity side, that now is the time to do it, with the O and with the new, whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing. If there's a project that you've been wanting to work on, go for it, hands down. Now is the time.
Bam.
Okay,
Nicole,
go.
who do you got for Heather?
Heather Colby, Angel of Faith. So whatever you're going through, you have to call in your team. So call in those angels. And if you're going through, if you've recently been let down or something's going on, you got to keep that faith, and you keep looking up and you keep talking to your team, because they are always going to be there. They're going to show up. And if it's a spiritual type situation you're going through, or you're questioning your connection, you are 100% connected. So if you're doubting whatever your intuition or abilities, whatever that is, this card shows up to remind you that you just have to believe. You have to have that faith, because it's there.
Yeah.
Cool. LaShawn, how do they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, Luminous Pack with Love. That's how you can find me.
Love it. You guys can also find us in 5 minutes. We are going to pop back on Shades of Spirit LLC for a Facebook Live. You guys, obviously tonight our Facebook Live is Holiday Ugly Sweater Show. We're doing readings. So if you want more, or you want to put your name back in the hat, we will start all over again for a Facebook Live to continue that edition on January 15th. So it's only a couple weeks away, which seems freaking insane.
I know, right?
We have 2 events. So we are putting on the Sacred Circle. It's the 2022 prediction circle, right?
Ooh.
We're going to work in some astrology. We're going to look and see what is, up for you coming up in the next year. And that is in person on the 15th. It's at 11 a.m. So you got to sign up for those, because this is the second day. I've had to do 2 events of this because it's so popular.
Yeah.
And then we have 4 tickets left for the Evening with Spirit Dinner Circle. And we're going to be doing those monthly. It's dinner. We're in Escondido, and we're going to work with the angels and connection. And we're going to have paranormal equipment out for this month. It's going to be freaking awesome. And then we've got on January 23rd, a Zoom prediction reading as well. Same thing, except it's for Zoom for those of you out of town. Sorry, the 29th is completely sold out. So that's where we're at there. You guys can find us at shadesofspirit.com to book your appointments. I love you all. My gosh, this was fun. This was fast. Join us again.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jessica. Everyone, happy holidays, and we will see you next year.
You've been listening to Shades of Spirit with me, Jaime.
And me, Spiritwalker Nicole.
Tune in next time on TransformationTalkRadio.com as we connect you with your crossed over loved ones, angels, and guides.
And for more information and to book your own private experience, go to shadesofspirit.com. That's shadesofspirit.com.